Somebody new in the game.
Yeah, what?
Somebody new.
What a concept.
Now, who knows if he's actually at his computer right now?
Yeah, I'm at my computer.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
So where
And
we
he already,
at?
he already created a character in here, so I think you just need to make it visible to everyone.
Oh yeah.
Unless he doesn't want to be visible to everyone.
Well, currently
Yeah.
he's not visible to anyone but himself. The perfect sniper.
The perfect
That's a-
sniper.
That's a lonely game.
The bullet just materializes in your plane of existence.
Dare I ask what his character's name is so I can find him?
Darius Coltrane.
And did you put yourself in the character folder?
He didn't
Probably
have that
not.
ability.
So then where is he then?
It should have a picture associated with it too.
Probably up the top.
Might be up at the top. Just like Sughiplo Glutch.
Yeah.
Mine is showing me at the very bottom, under all you guys.
Well, that's where you belong, but.
Oh,
I mean.
So, I was gonna say that's Joseph's character.
Mm-hmm.
Are you that one with the yellow dot all the way at the bottom?
Maybe. Who knows?
Yellow, yeah, I don't see a yellow dot.
Station wagon. There we go. Actually, a pickup. No, the pickup's a single passenger or single driver or one person. Everybody in the bed. A Chrysler's coupe.
And what's your character's name again?
Darius Coltrane.
Is it Darius All Day Coltrane?
Yes, it is.
People call me all day.
Apparently, it is all the way at the very, very bottom under all the various things I have there too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, now we just need it in the characters folder.
Oh, we
Darius
need a
All Day Coltrane.
Yep.
I can
we
do
need
this
a-
all day. Just ask your mom. Is his bio. Extraordinary.
We need a Corvega, man. That's what we need for a vehicle.
That's not the correct folder to put it in, James.
Where'd you
It's
put 'em?
getting there, It's getting there.
He put it in giant ants.
It's because I can
Oh.
only scroll up so far. Because
I like that that's
so
a
far
folder.
down-
I'm okay with being a giant ant. I can just carry more than one gun, right?
And did you decide on whether you're a fellow vault dweller with these guys, or were you from another vault?
I didn't know I was supposed to use that, but I guess a fellow vault dweller is good.
Okay.
Here, Vault 48.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say that makes me wonder about how much Joseph's told you about the game so far.
He's told him a bit, sounds like.
So there you guys were after last time you went up on that hill and found the missile, and you now know, hey, if you ever need some radioactive material, you know where there's a whole missile full of it. And
I
then
got some
Yeah.
radioactive material for you.
you went down to the valley, and then you found that sinkhole that big bug flew out of, and you guys are
Yeah.
all looking around that sinkhole at once, going, "Huh." As you're waving your light sources down there, and you see like structures and shapes of some pre-apocalypse era that must have gotten covered in mud and recently been covered up. And lo and behold, as the group is sitting around this sinkhole with their flashlights pointing in there, another
This guy
person
comes up behind and goes, "Hey, what's up?"
in
Motherfucker.
perfectly clean vault gear followed the trail of dead ants that you guys left, and he just comes up and sees you guys looking at the big hole. That's where you get to introduce your character and tell them what they see.
We're looking at the hall. All right. Hey guys. My name's Darius. Can I kill some things with you guys?
Turn around, surprised, and shoot him. No.
Shoot.
So, well, obviously we would know him from the vault at some point or have run into him like, hey, what are you doing out here?
Yep, he's
Just-
one of the 200 people you've known your whole life.
Dangerous to be out here by yourself.
Yeah, I'm just sneaking around, shooting some things.
Huh.
What things are
Face.
you shooting?
What are they called? Cazadors. Isn't that
Oh.
why you guys are here?
Why would you be taking pictures of Cazadors?
I don't think that's the type of shooting he's talking about.
What other shooting is there?
This is the super mutant.
Yes.
I don't know shooting with gun. I only know shooting with muscle in the face.
All right.
I mean,
So
let's
this
be honest,
is
they were shooting with the dynamite that saved your butt.
yeah. So I forget. This is this hole goes down to another vault, was it, or what? I forget. Or we don't
That's
know.
the thing. You don't know. You saw basically a sinkhole and a big bug flew out of it and just disappeared for parts unknown. And you guys are like, huh? And you waved your flashlights around and realized, hey, look, this hole has something inside it that definitely looks, old timey, pre-war. You definitely think it could be like a mall or a community center of some kind, but you can't really tell from up here. You need to get the 80 feet down. I hope somebody brought some cable or rope, especially the new guy.
I'll just jump. Abelbunga.
Yeah, because I know I don't have any.
Nope, I don't either.
Holy bell toolkit.
None of y'all have rope?
Why would we have rope? Do you have rope?
You really think that the Sadie Chambers would be without
Just
any
shut
rope?
the fuck up.
I have rope!
You think these Sadie Chambers would go anywhere without rope and a Mylar radiation suit?
Exactly.
Weird. It's a weird kink, but okay.
Excuse me? I don't need to deal with you.
So does the rope reach? That's the big question.
Yeah, because if it's 50 feet of rope, you might as well not have brought any.
Actually, given how falling damage works in this game, if it's anything less than 80 feet of rope, you may as well have not brought any.
Sucks. You only have to fall down the last 10 feet. Oh god, there goes the group.
Yep. Of course, this is like a slide down, so I mean, as long as there's not a sudden drop when you hit the bottom that we don't know about, then you're fine.
I mean,
You're just
even
gonna
better,
slide down.
you've got two big, strong mutants that can lower you guys down one by one.
Well, with rope, yeah, but how far is it? So it's like a giant sand trap, right? Like
It's more of
concave.
like a hole in a ceiling pointed down, but the ceiling's covered in dirt and sand because you're on the ceiling basically.
Oh,
So it's got
it's just
clean.
a hole.
It's got
I
clean
thought I was.
edges. It's not like a sand lion trap where it just funnels the
Well,
sand.
that's what I thought you were describing before.
That's
so okay.
that's what happened when it opened up and the sand poured down into the hole, and then a bug came flying up.
Well, how far is the drop to the surface? Next surface.
Go ahead and give me a perception check and find out with the bad lighting and all. I mean, it's anybody's guess at this point.
Well, how about like being smart, and I like drop something and count until I hear it.
Okay. I will take any kind of intelligence check for that to see how smart you are. I have faith
All
you
right,
got this.
set her up.
It's set
You
up.
gotta be smart.
While he's doing that, how about I just make a perception check and look downwards?
Okay, give me your perception check.
I'll
I
let
mean, it
him go
was a
first.
pretty decent knowledge check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You ready?
Yep. Ah,
It
only
goes on
one threat.
forever.
I was hoping there'd be more 3 threat and someone falls in. Then it becomes a
Ah,
Dun,
risky
dun,
mission.
dun.
So go ahead and take one strain as you cautiously look over the edge and you feel some of the sand sprinkle down inside. As
Also, if they fall, that's not a rescue mission. That's a fucking body retrieval mission.
so we know from when you chuck something, you manage to pick up a rock or a hard chunk of debris that when you throw it, you guesstimate it's anywhere between 85 and 75 feet down.
holy shit.
Okay. And
And
looking through my notes, I found how long the rope was.
how long is the rope? I'm assuming it's 100 feet.
It's 100 feet.
Oh,
Sweet.
well, there
And
we go.
Sadie totally looks over, and you clearly know you'll be able to throw your rope down, and you'll have leftover rope dangling if you were to throw it down there. However, you do
Yeah,
kind of
but
look around and go like, "What are we gonna tie it to?"
also, I might not feel like it. They were being very rude earlier.
I wasn't being rude.
I mean, you could tie it to Chug.
But we would like Doug
Watches
to go with.
Chug jumps in with the rope around his ankle.
You're not supposed to ruin the climax.
All
I mean,
right.
you could totally rig something up like with survival, or get some rocks maybe and do like we could almost say mechanics for an intelligent design.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
You
could
tell me
I
what you guys gonna do.
could I make a deception check to trick the rope into thinking it's tied?
Wow.
You can, and the best part is you'll manage to deceive yourself as you're being lowered down.
Yeah. You go first.
Yeah, because you're testing it. That's the best bet.
You all
Um.
fooled yourselves into getting to the bottom and realize the rope goes flap, 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 and curls up at your feet.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll look around, see what kind of materials we might have to work with to create some kind of a anchor that's going to
Okay.
hold
It looks
giant mutants.
it looks pretty shitty, but you're gonna give it a quick moment where you use your intellectual mind. You put your finger on your chin and do the
I will assist him to add 2 blue.
I will add 2 blue as Sadie starts micromanaging you in this project.
Like I always do.
Yeah,
Go ahead
this is a
and give me
mechanics
a
check.
mechanics check.
Yeah, like you're going to micromanage my mechanics.
Of course I
Right.
am. That's what leadership does.
Well, it's the gathering resources part of the mechanics check. As everybody's like, I don't believe the new guy didn't bring rope.
So,
I have a quick question.
the new guy's fault.
How far is short range?
Short
In terms of
range is
feet?
about,
Yes.
15 to 30 feet.
Okay.
Basically what you can successfully take a 22 pistol to. And this
Okay.
isn't, Call of Duty where it says that's half a mile.
Yeah.
Fucking ACOG
All right, here we
45
go.
revolver.
I might have done it
Damn.
properly.
Okay, you
I'm not sure.
You do this great
Jesus.
suggestion where you take this one rope and you tie the rope to the rock and you have them bury the rock and then they stack more rocks on top of it so you can easily hold the mutants with those ridiculous number of successes. And you take
Yeah.
1 point of strain from the exertion.
Are we fresh on strain or no, or what's?
You are currently fresh on strain, we'll say. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
You had a nice, exhausting walk through the wastelands to recoup from the radioactive mountaintop.
Holy shit! Did you find like an antenna that was buried 30 feet deep?
Yeah. So yeah, that I'm badass.
Okay, so you do some great Arctic mountaineers would be proud of the way you buried this into the sand
Right?
instead of snow. You
I
did
saw
that
that
little
in a book
teardrop
once.
shape, and you had this down pat. So you have a very safe, secure rope that will hold at least 2 or 3 of you normie-sized folks and one mutant at a time.
Nice. All right, now we just got to make athletics checks.
Who's going down first?
I'll
Oh
go down
god.
first.
Now the
My athletics
question
is
is,
1 green.
are the
But
mutants going to
before,
lower somebody down so they don't have to roll athletics?
yeah, that was going to be my suggestion.
Well,
Please, please.
you can do that from up here, but I should go down in case there's something that'll hurt people.
You can
But
catch
Aww.
things.
but if we put someone who's soft down there, we will know that someone is down there to hurt people by their screams.
That's true. This is true.
Hark! By those
Yeah.
blood-curdling cries, I think there's something afoot.
I
Chug,
don't like this plan anymore.
not only are you stronger than me in a fight, you're smarter than me too.
I'm
Aw.
stronger than you in a thing. Speaking of stronger than you, I don't know what you look like, but I got hit pretty hard last fight.
I currently have 4 wounds.
Yeah,
Dave managed to do some miracle medicine on me.
Right?
yeah. I think I've got 3 wounds left. Yeah, so
So,
Oh,
so it sounds like I should be the one to go down and not you.
I'll hold
so
the rope. I'll hold the rope.
I was gonna say, and why did we come here instead of going to the thing if we were still that banged up?
Hey,
We're
I
just
was
on
I
our
was
way.
shocked that you guys decided to power through instead of going back for some medical with all those crits too.
Yeah, if only we had stims.
Oh, hey, you guys need some health? I got some stims.
Yeah, give me a second.
Stim pack wouldn't be bad to use on Chug right now. Give him
Yeah, you
I
5
was gonna
health back.
say,
you need a stim pack?
Yeah, if anyone's got one, I'll use a stim pack.
Yeah, I'll give you one.
I did specifically give Matt all of the bottle caps I had in my inventory so he could buy them.
What what does a stim pack do in this game? Is it 5?
5 health the first time,
Yep,
4 the second time,
the
Yeah.
classic 5-4, then 3s.
and 2s and 1s.
before we go down, can I attempt a medicine? Well, I guess I don't remember. Did I do medicine on you last time?
No, you did medicine on Joseph.
Yep.
Okay.
So do the stim first because that might get you back below half
Yeah.
your threshold.
I am just above half threshold, unfortunately.
Oof. Oh well.
And then afterwards, I will micromanage him again for 2 blue.
But you can't but if you're doing first aid, you can do the first aid first, which will put me at half health, and then
Right,
you
but
can do the medicine.
no. Oh, first. Well, that's the medicine check, which is based off of where you're at. So
Yeah, the difficulty is on how wounded you are.
Mm.
Yeah. Which is why you generally want to stim first before doing medicine checks.
Yeah.
but we're good. All right. You got my 2 blue, and then
And just in case Joseph never shared it with you, here is a really good Star Wars / Genesis cheat sheet. That is not the copy paste I was going for.
yeah. And I do have a first aid kit, so that helps.
Matt does have a hold of a pretty good cheat
Yeah.
sheet.
I can drop it. Let's see.
And you
It
said
looks like
you're
he's
at
got it out.
more than half.
He linked it.
Oh, this one. Yes, I did already have this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my
He's
favorite
just over
ones.
half, right, Eric?
Oh
Right.
yeah, the Force and Destiny one that Jim just dropped is much more in depth than the one that you have, Matt. But it also goes over a lot of systems that you generally don't have to give a shit about.
True.
Oh, it's also lots of pages. I'll keep this one up too. I like mine because I mostly am trying to learn the symbols.
Yeah.
That's
Yep, they do take time.
yeah.
Are we set up there, Jim?
We do not have the difficulty in there yet. Let's see. Oh, look at you
Bum,
taking
bum,
2 blue as you're
bum.
being boss owned and a point.
Yeah. Kind of good to have the meat shields. I mean, everybody healthy.
I mean, especially these big mutants, you don't want to have to carry them around.
No.
Okay, I've got 2 blue and upgrade against your 2 purple.
All right. Here we go. Nice.
Hey!
There you go.
You go over there and you go medicine, medicine, medicine.
So 5 back and 2 strain back.
Nice.
Sweet.
Almost like working on a machine. Similar.
Matt almost originally made a robot character.
Yeah.
Would have been real easy for you to fucking repair that.
Oh yeah.
He was going to be a robot slaver.
Nice.
Damn.
All right. So you're good.
Yeah,
enough?
I'm looking pretty good.
All right. All right. Let's go down the hole. Why do we
All
have 2
right.
Sadies?
No, after you.
We have 2 of like almost everyone.
Well, it's like 2 of them in our little group there, in one little area.
And we also don't have a thing for Darius all day
No.
Coltrane.
You
Yeah, no, not
you
yet.
will shortly. I am making one up right now. It says I was waiting for you guys to stall and decide how you're going down. Because that's the way I roll.
In actuality, I want to be let down because I have 1 in athletics. So I would just die.
Are we on a ceiling kind of thing, like a roof?
You are on a roof. That's kind of exactly what it looks like.
So
Not that the
if
mutants
we
understand the concept, but
if we break the roof so that it falls down, we
Then it's
don't
just a
fall
slope.
off. We don't fall off the roof, right?
Yeah, the roof takes the fall damage.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
and you all have
yes.
to roll a coordination or athletics to ride the roof down.
Right.
No, this obviously operates on Aristotelian relativity, not Galilean.
And of course, last moment you can always jump off, right? And there'll be no impact
Yeah.
damage.
It's like an elevator.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Well, and I'm wondering if we're not in an elevator chute, because 80 feet, that's a hell of a ceiling, but unless,
Yeah. Is there a button nearby?
We're all gonna die.
Yes, but you and I can't read it.
So
Yeah, true.
you should totally be able to touch that token that says Darius all day.
that's it. Well, we can't read the names on it. The rest of us. So.
Yeah,
If I
we
deselect my
I can on the other one.
Oh, now it's there.
yeah, I can.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I can see the one on the left. The one on the right has like no info on it for us.
Yep, that's
Hey,
a
look,
super
James,
secret backup that you're not supposed to touch because that way you only delete one of them by accident.
No touchy.
James, which Sadie do I move?
One of the Sadies. You feel free to grab one and move it because it looks like you've never moved either one of your Sadies on that page.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll move this one then.
But be warned, because the true Sadie will bring life, but the false Sadie will take life from you.
Hey,
Okay.
don't tell them my plans.
All right. So we got everybody.
All right. Sounds like we're lowering Sadie down because she wants to be lowered.
Everybody else is riding the
I
roof
don't
then.
want to be lowered first.
How do you
Yeah.
intend for this to work if the other people go before you?
I'll go down with Sadie over my shoulder.
There you go. You King Kong that shit.
All right.
Okay, so if you're being lowered down, nobody needs to worry about making a roll for this because it's just life is easier that way when you're just holding onto the rope and being lowered down all classic movie style.
I still micromanage it.
Yeah.
As
Is the
Sadie's going
is
to
there
be
like is the tense theme from Raiders of the Lost Ark playing?
Yes.
Do do do.
And it's Chug going down.
Chug will
No.
go down last because he's letting people down. I mean, eventually, Chug does plan to go.
Yep. It's muscles going down.
Yeah.
As we've got Muscles and Sadie crunch down on the sand and something crunchy underneath the sand. You can totally feel when Muscles puts his feet down and helps, hand Sandy down. There's a pile of sand and mud
Oh, that is the
clumps.
frosting from. Yeah.
Is it crunchy metal shards or crunchy tasty gravel?
Why don't you give me a vigilance check?
Does your character know the difference?
Can I do a brawl check using my teeth to determine?
In this
Like, I'll
case,
straight up just pick up some
yeah,
and chew on it. Vigilance? Okay.
a vigilance. See how much
Ready?
you even care about the crunchiness.
I will
You ready?
micromanage his vigilance by saying, wait, no, you should do this.
Apparently, you're being micromanaged for 2 blue.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
One
Hey!
success.
You kind of, crunch and pivot your feet like a kid almost would, and you kick some of the mud and sand that
He's
fell
wiggling his
down,
toes in the sand.
and all of a
Mm.
sudden you see some like old bones, which is nothing surprising to you mutants on the surface. You're used to that shit. You're not fragile like your soft-skinned vault friends who see a corpse and freak out. As
They
you
don't even
see
think about eating it.
that there's a large amount of different type of creatures' bones. Obviously, things have fallen through the little trap-ish that you guys thankfully avoided, and by sheer luck, it collapsed and just dropped all the sand on top of it. As you're seeing this, your toe kind of props into the sand, and you kick up this bone that probably belonged to a Brahma, a Brahmin.
Ah,
The two-headed cows.
Yep.
Or maybe a super mutant's, femur. Could be either or.
See, he would have skewered us on top of falling. He would have skewered us with bones if we fell.
No, it's under the sand, so it's not dangerous or anything. But
Oh
it
yeah,
does
no.
seem to be like stripped of any meat and has little scratches on the bone in the dim light that's shooting down around you like a skylight above.
oh, Muscle know what this is. This scrimshaw.
And the second you pick up the bone and show it to Sadie and say Scrimshaw, you hear this rustling in the darkness that's surrounding you, because of course there's a beam of light that's about 20 foot round, and everything else is darkness down there. And
It's a
you hear
Balrog. Good job.
you hear 3 or 4 tiny things making that little scurrying sound. Like little feet scratching on linoleum.
This scrimshaw, indignant people used to carve.
Right. Like he could even articulate that word.
That's why he said indignant and not indigenous.
I was thinking he was going ignorant people.
All right. And so you're lowering the. I mean, we'd be light as hell. You could lower the two of us strapped in on the
So
rope.
does that mean you're bringing the rope back up? Really tense moment as you pull the rope back up from the 2 down below, and they're all alone in the circle of light.
Yeah.
Hearing things, tiny things, especially to Muscles, very tiny things,
I
scuttling
will get
around.
I will get my torch out, but I will not turn it on yet.
Yet.
Yes.
I'll have it pointed and ready, but
Okay. Sadie looks all paranoid, pointing the flashlight at things that aren't there and not turning it on.
I mean, you might disturb the ecosystem, aka the things that want to eat our face.
And with the light kind of reflecting off you guys, you see different. This is cavernous down here compared to what you vault dwellers are used to underground. It is wide open floor plan. You hear a little echo from the sound. You hear
Is it
a
like the? Sorry, is it like the antechamber?
no, it's way bigger than the antechamber.
I mean, it's 80-foot ceiling or so. So
It's
I
80
mean,
foot ceiling. Yeah.
It's cavernous, not cavern-like.
so this is like a super great room. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What a floor plan.
Actually,
All
a
right.
Boeing factory.
Oh,
Careful, it means
we're
everything
gonna have a
don't
jet.
fall off.
Yeah.
All the machinists walked off on strike and never came back.
All right.
Better than just dropping dead in your garage.
Hey,
Yep.
So yeah, as soon as
Okay.
he gets the rope up, we'll rig a double loop so we can go down together. Might as well get us down there as quickly as possible since we don't know what's happening.
Okay. So you guys get plopped down with Chug up there all alone.
Which is probably safer.
And
probably
then
better for everyone.
Chug, you're gonna go ahead and climb your way down.
Chug, 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 chug.
I was thinking about how important it would be to guard this, but I'm also thinking that Tug is not thinking that. So yes, I'm going down.
Don't make me have to roll your intelligence.
What intelligence?
Exactly. So Chug, go ahead and give me your athletics as you climb down. Don't fuck it up.
You ready?
Yep. And yes, the rope is giving you a blue die.
Wow.
You didn't fuck it up. That was real close.
It would have been absolutely extraordinary if after the medical intervention we did, he just fucking dropped
Dies.
80
Yeah.
fucking feet.
Yeah,
And-
that would have sucked. All that work for nothing.
And crushed one of us in the process.
He would have died the way he wanted to.
Yeah,
Killing
okay.
someone else.
Yeah,
He's
He
all
would,
like,
and dooming the rest of the party.
he
Yeah.
would aim on the way down.
He would have died the way he wanted to live, inconveniencing everyone around him.
right? He would have been like the well. I'm flying. What's this coming around me? I'll call it air. Wait, is that a
Okay.
pot of petunias?
You guys wait till Chug's feet hit the sand with a crunchy, gravelly breaking of bone under his mask because he's got mass.
And then I will light up my pip. Boy. Ta-da.
As you click on your Pip-Boy light and you start waving it around, and all of a sudden, you guys from the vault, you have some context. As all of a sudden you look around and you realize this area here is sunken down compared to the other area. It looks like broken escalators going to other sections. You see a big sign pointing that says pool off to the distance. Another one that was probably, because of brand recognition, Nuka Cola, but now is only saying NU Ola.
New Ola. Wow.
New Ola?
Ola.
I didn't know we were in Louisiana.
Y'all want to take that sign back to the vault for the Nuka Cola fans. As
Right?
you kind of like peep around, and somebody give me a perception check for everybody.
That sounds like a shooty person thing.
Yep. And
Then
I'll
Probably.
give that person a blue die since you're all looking as you take a moment and turn on your light sources and scan them around.
I got
Let
two
me
green.
micromanage that.
Like all he's gonna do now.
Hey,
So
I
how
got
are
like
you?
3.
How are you micromanaging the perception check?
She's holding the
It's very
torch.
simple. I hold my torch and I go like, no, you gotta look this way. Like, see, if you look this way in this open area, it's better because then we can see the entire cavern.
Good, good. So in other words, you're talking a lot. You're being bossy. You're making lots of noise.
Of course I am. I'm not a
Love that. That's a great thing.
Just in case we're not being loud enough, Muscles is going to have one of his nitroglycerin burps, and it's just heinous.
Yes,
So
that's all we
making
need.
that perception check.
Yep. Are you ready?
Yep. I totally lied. I wasn't ready. That's your perception? Someone's got to have better than that.
No,
I have
we
better than
don't.
that.
Do we need better than that?
I have better than that at least. So, but
I mean,
Go
if
ahead
Jim
and
will
roll it
roll the negative
one more
dice.
time. I'll let you roll. Or do you want me to just roll the purples?
Oh, yeah, you
You have
forgot
a
the
pretty good
purples.
roll there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll just roll the purples then.
yeah, next time I'll just micromanage myself. Jeez.
Okay, so 4 advantages as you vaulties look around and you clearly see what looks to be some kind of
Or
from
advantages. You mean
Wait, don't
for
you need 4
success?
successes?
For
the
success.
4
Yeah.
successes, yeah. As
Okay.
obviously this looks like it used to be some kind of like spa or resort, you're thinking when you look around, and you clearly see in the little circle of darkness around you in the immediate area, there are some creepy little crawly creatures. I mean, they'd almost look like cute Disney chipmunks from your vaults, archives, except they have no hair and their skin looks all lumpy and tumorous looking, but they're about the size of a small dog, not too scary, but you see 6 of them scurrying around hiding from you. They keep darting into little crevices to get away from you guys, but they're totally at one point one turns and you get the glowing eyes as it's eyeballing you directly.
Hmm.
I
Ooh,
mean,
replacements for my stable.
I will totally tell your mutant friends because they're actually quite common on the surface, but that would be the ever-loving mole rats, minor nuisances.
So food.
Maybe for our
Yeah, I
mutants,
mean
they
they're
make a good
probably a
barbecue.
primary source. Yeah.
And for a fact they love to burrow, which means that maybe and you kind of look up and you see 3 or 4 holes where they may have dug through the ceiling and fallen to their deaths a few times, but maybe 1 or 2 finally survived and multiplied.
All
And
right. Well,
they're
those are
totally
ugly looking
eyeballing you
critters.
guys, but they don't seem to be an immediate threat yet. Because you sent down one of the super mutants with them, and they were just like, nope, not gonna mess with Sadie. That thing's 3 times our size,
Um,
width-wise and height-wise.
I will just
And
draw my
lengthwise.
gun.
Do we have an idea of how many there are?
There looks to be, with that good of a roll, you ID'd their numbers that there's about 6 of them out there.
Well,
From a
these are
metagame point of view, they are groups of 2, if that helps anyone feel more comfortable.
the, these are decent eating, and from what hey, weren't we supposed to roll for the improvements?
Only when you're in the base.
Okay, but
If you made it home, yes, you could totally work on your projects.
but like this could work for feeding the vault a decent bit.
Sure.
Sure.
The time to kill things.
Well,
They're
I
only
think Chud might be saying keeping them as a breeding pair or something.
Yeah.
6 of
Then
these
we'll
will
want to
not
mess
feed
with
the
that
vault
on the
for
way.
long.
That doesn't
Yeah.
sound as
No.
fun, but I guess you're right.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Well.
more rat meat isn't bad. It's okay.
Yeah. We'll want to mess with that on the way out, but we kind of got to keep an eye on them while we're here.
make a mole rat sty.
Yeah.
All right. Which way do we want to go? We're towards the
There's
new Ola
clearly a
or
sign that points towards
the pole?
Nuke Cola, but in this case it's just New Ola because somebody smashed the sign up once upon a time.
Uh,
There's a sign that
vote-
clearly points the opposite direction to go to the pool. The escalators go up. Of course, they're broken and not working, so they're actually just stairs in this case. But you vault dwellers totally recognize an escalator from when you've seen them.
From those so-called malls.
Yeah.
Is there any mayonnaise?
Wow.
Whoa.
Alright.
I think Anshin actually got that joke.
I think that's
My
why we
end
almost
is
lost.
an escalator. So I fucking love that one.
Well, I mean, I don't know that we'd find much at the pool per se, but maybe
I love
upstairs.
Nuka-Cola or Nuke-Ola.
I mean, from brand recognition, thanks to Vault-Tec, you totally recognize a new cola sign when you see it. You heard stories of how your great-great-great-grandpappy drank the last new cola in the vault.
Bastard.
And then was murdered for it.
We'll see if we can find more.
They needed
All
to
right,
keep him
let's head that way.
alive so he could tell future generations of how good it tasted.
The best part about Nuka-Cola is that we can make a stand and like we take the bottle cap and hand them the drink, so we make double the money.
Well, I mean, your mutant friends kind of told you about bottle caps being valuable. They didn't
Right.
describe how valuable yet.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to trade or anything yet. So
I see. So we're just selling the Nuka-Cola because we know it'll be hidden in the vault.
You know you could bring back hopefully a flat or two of new cola and people would see you as big damn heroes. Sadie could platform her presidency as overseer for the next 5 generations just because people had new cola.
Out of
Nice.
character. These people don't know what Nuka-Cola tastes like. It could just be super mutant piss.
could be,
Yeah.
but I doubt it. All right, well, let's head towards the new Ola sign.
Okay, and as you guys step forward towards the new Ola sign, all of a sudden you hear this slight rattle noise, and then all of a sudden some fluorescent lights kind of crappily flicker on in this very poor flickery light form where you look up and see some of the tubes are not lit up, but like half of them are blinking out of sync, but enough that it causes steady, crappy, headache-inducing light, which thankfully is not giving you guys headaches yet. Or maybe you vault dwellers are just used to it.
Wonderful.
You know, you don't change the fluorescence when they flicker. You wait till they die. As
It's
you
not like
and
they're
you
making them
start to
anymore.
hear, basically, you know, you vault dwellers are used to the motion detector for turning on lights and air recycling and things like that. Is all of a sudden some dust gets shot out of a vent above your head. Is it's supposed to be that nice, refreshing, cool air that cascades down on you as you walk through. Instead, it's been filled with dust and cobwebs and who knows what, as it just floofs this cloud of coffee dust. And as it does, everybody give me a resilience check. Not that it really matters much.
Wow.
Everybody?
Everybody that's walking through there, that breathes air. It's obviously Chug's like, you know, tasting the skin, the decayed skin dust. Muscles is like, tastes like long dead places. So say, did Sadie really roll a flip a light side for that?
Yeah.
Yes, I really did.
Wow. Okay, I've got your upgrade in there.
Oh, thank God.
Jesus.
As it looks like everybody walks under the dust, and all of a sudden Darius, all day Coltrane, starts going with that dry, hacky. As he must have sucked in a mouthful, and it probably smelled like his old grandma back in the vault. You know, that old
Wow.
people dust smell.
Mhm.
And he just has this like ridiculous coughing fit that is almost enough that somebody doesn't hear something. Almost enough. So as things start to turn on because of the motion detector going off, who's got
It
the
still works
best
here.
perception?
That would be me with 2 yellows and a green.
Okay, 2 yellows and a green. Go ahead and give me a perception check, as his cough is making a lot of noise. It's very distracting as it echoes, and you start to see some other things powering on, like now the Nuke Cola is literally going new Ola, new Ola, and then you see this like hologram of a rocket go up, and then the hologram disappears in the middle of the Nuke Cola sign where it's broken, and then goes up, and as it pitches past its zenith in its arch of a rocket, it starts pouring out the front end like a soda into a hologram glass. Just then,
That is cool.
you look at this beautiful hologram, you're hearing him cough, and you totally hear this static and a mechanical clicky sound that's a lot more distinct. And all of a sudden, this like whirry wheel sound coming your general direction, as you're hearing like a bicycle or a skateboard on dirty pavement. How it has that crunchy sound, and it's coming your direction quickly, but not like ridiculously fast. Like as fast
I
as a
will
kid lazily coming up on a skateboard.
It's gonna
I'm
be
pulling.
a little ventriloquist dummy on a tricycle. I bet you.
I will point that out.
I will pull my pistol.
Coming this way.
As all of a sudden weapons start getting drawn.
Hell yeah.
I'm still coughing.
And immediately around you guys, like about a good 40, 50 feet, there's a corner, and where it basically goes into a four-way stop type of deal. And you see a glowing light coming from the right-hand side. And it's getting closer. It's a pretty bright light source that seems to be flickering like almost like TV static.
And it's getting closer.
And it's getting
Can
closer.
I get out of the path
And
if
it's
we're in
getting
the path at
closer.
all?
Okay,
And take cover behind something.
Okay, there's totally
Is it getting closer or is it getting bigger?
It's getting closer.
I
will
can't
also
tell the
take cover
difference.
behind something.
And there's some beautiful trash receptacles that have your recycling and your non-recycling there that you could take cover behind. In fact, the recycling one, you see it actually has a bunch of stuff in it that's just covered in dust, but still there.
Might be valuable stuff in there.
Little product sponsor saying recycle your new cola bottles. So everybody's just taking a defensive position.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Don't know what's operating down here.
I'm just snapping at dust particles because they're tasty.
And as you guys are just kind of like taking a semi-secure safety position, around the corner you hear this little wheel tread come around, and this little mechanical thing that has a screen on it. As this mechanical thing stops as soon as it sees you, and it has a little video screen, and its speaker pops up saying, "Residents, please present your resident pass." And it has a little man-looking video screen.
I'm going to go like, tech guy, come on, you got this.
We are
Not sure if you're
visitors.
seeing at the bottom of the picture there an actual Securitron.
Ah, yes.
Oh, it's one of the security droids.
It's the Securitron.
Oh, great.
As you clearly see stenciled on it, Securitron 0009. And you see this like dust poof off on it as it gets to a stop, and the police grumpy face turns into a smiling face, and it says, "Residents, please present your identification for resident processing." It's been so long since we've had a guest on site. And if
Oh.
nobody says anything, the grumpy police face pops back on the staticky screen.
I mean, I'll
just-
step forward if nobody else is and be like, "We're new guest here," as I holster the pistol.
And it pops up with a question mark on the screen and says, "New guest, please provide your new guest identification number."
We weren't given identification,
So
sadly.
Chug is going to bend over, pick up a piece of paper, and write the number 2 on it, and give it to the Securetron.
I guess.
I don't know that number.
As immediately when you reach into the recycle bin and pull out a piece of non-degrading paper and a dirty straw that has some Nut Cola that's, centuries old turned into an ink, and you write the number 2 and hand it, the little screen blips to a big yellow exclamation mark as the Securitron
Voltron.
backs
Wow.
up about 2
What a
feet from you
flip.
guys and brings his little arms up, and the little pincer hands kind of retract into them, and you're not sure, of course, what's going to pop out. As
Muscles know what this is.
You think
This stop and frisk,
Chug-
it ruled illegal by U.S. Supreme Court in Terry v. Ohio in 1967. Muscles know his rights.
Yeah.
We're not in Ohio.
You don't know that.
So this is a good time to show our newest member how to do initiative. So on your character sheet, go ahead and roll your vigilance for initiative. It's different than the actual skill. It's going to be on the combat.
Under the combat tab.
Yeah, weapon talents and powers.
that
Okay,
one.
initiative. Cooler. You said vigilance.
And it's going to be vigilance because you were not quite expecting this.
Yeah.
So the way initiative works in the game is it's popcorn order. So you'll see over on the screen on the left-hand side, it's got player character slots and NPC slots, and
Mhm.
you all can pick and choose who goes in what spot. So if you have something
Okay.
cool to do, always throw it out to the group. Hey, I got a cool thing to do, like I can shoot it in the head. So interesting spread we've got there.
Give me a second. I haven't rolled yet.
I was wondering why
was-
we've only got 4 PCs, or has it just been
Well,
that
'cause I
long
was
since
up
we've
getting,
always had 4 PCs?
I was up refreshing a drink, so so almost back.
Here you were gonna try to lie, and your friend Chug just blew your option for lying out of the water.
Well, I wasn't lying. It's true. We were never given IDs.
Ideally, by picking up an ID from the trash can and then counterfeiting on top of it.
All right, so vigilance, and look at that. Damn, that was some
Hey.
good dice.
Muscles doesn't know the number 2.
Yeah, that's
He
too
can-
high up the line.
No, he can only count from 4 to 7.
As Muscles plays it off, and then
He doesn't know 1, 2, and 3.
we get a flashback to Chug just discovered the number 2 the other day at the Vault's library. Here are your numbers. Can you say your numbers 1 to 5? So this Securitron, it seems agitated. It's got the grumpy police face back on its monitor. It basically is having a countdown starting on its screen. So it's going from angry face to 5, angry face to 4, angry face to 3, and there's your initiative.
Once it's on 3, I'm going to punch it in the face because I don't know that number, as I've already established.
Ooh.
I'm going to aim and punch it in the face.
Aiming is good. Every blue dice is worth it. Okay, let
They
me
take
get
the
your pool
resort
ready.
pretty damn serious, man.
What was that?
They take their damn resort pretty damn serious.
I know.
And since he is in standby mode and not combat mode yet, I am giving you a blue dice for attacking
Oh
first.
boy. Just gonna reel back my fist and right into the screen.
All of you have seen him do this move before.
Oh yeah. Oh damn.
That's bad news for the.
Damn.
Hey, a classic is good.
There's
So how
10
much
damage.
damage is that going to be?
There's 10 damage.
Okay. And as you ring back this massive haymaker and you swing on this thing, and you try to punch the police face right in its face, and your punch connects, and you feel that you did a decent amount of damage, maybe less than a handful of points, and you suffer one strain because you expected this thing to go flying across the room and it's not. How is it staying
Aw.
upright on its tiny little tire? This thing seems like tough, like super mutant tough.
Chug, I
Uh-oh.
think we might
Oh,
have
no.
a new sparring partner.
Yeah. Do we want to take this home instead of the mole rats?
Absolutely. Think
Oh
of
my
how
god.
good we could teach all the people in the vault how to wrestle with this guy at the zone wrestling.
Yeah.
So who's going
Hmm.
next?
I will. So I'm going to join muscles, and we will beat on this robot together. So I'm gonna hit him with a meat hook after aiming.
Okay.
Meat hook, meat hook.
Got your difficulty in there.
Okay.
Teach it to give us angry face.
As you're sadly seeing one little crack on the screen, and then apparently Chug is going to be following up.
Good Lord.
Jesus.
13 Pierce 1.
Oof. So that hook digs in pretty good there. So what's your total damage?
That's a great question.
It's a lot.
I'm counting 13.
Pierce 1.
13 Pierce 1.
God.
As that little crack on the monitor that literally was right across his big bulbous nose in the monitor is now this big spider web across the glass. As a couple bolts like snapped on its metal plating and are now bouncing off the floors. You know, it acknowledges that apparently this is a combat situation. And who's going next? Is it surprisingly still on its feet, but it is officially at the it has been jacked up phase.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and smack it
Oh,
with my sap gloves.
you're gonna go up and punch the robot?
I am.
So much physical violence. Everybody's saving
I
that.
mean, I holstered the pistol already, so it'll be nice and punch it instead of shoot it.
So are you gonna take 2 strain to aim as well?
I'd have to move to get to it, so 2 strain,
Yep.
yeah, sure.
Remember originally when it ran up, it moved a
Yeah.
little bit back after you
Yep,
shoved the paper
that's
with
fine.
the number 2 on it.
Why not?
Don't
Give me
worry,
a
I'll
blue
try to
die.
get back some strain for you guys.
Everybody else is doing it, so I'll aim. Wow.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he used it on me. It has nowhere near the dice pool. See how you are?
Because he doesn't want it to die.
I want to make sure I get 1 turn at least, right?
All
Especially
right, we
since
ready?
there's 3 of you all there within melee range of it right now. It's kind of liking that idea. Go ahead and take your shot.
All
I'm just
right.
gonna spin.
Whoa.
Oh.
Wow.
As you
Wow.
hit it, and immediately your hand, you realize you made bad choices. As your hand hits it, and it goes ding, and it's as if a normal mortal man has just punched a refrigerator. The refrigerator does
Yeah.
not seem oddly threatened by your punch, but there's a big damn triumph in play.
It is. I was hoping for a couple advantage for concussive 1, but Ah. Hmm.
Come on, it's Big Dad Triumph. Think of something cool.
Yeah. I hit it at an odd angle that topples it over.
You just wanting a knockdown? I mean,
Unless I could use it and I reach up and there's an exposed power cord, and I go clink as I pull back.
I'll totally give that to you.
All right, then we'll go with that.
As you hit, and then all of a sudden, one of the flashlights glows a light on an off switch that, as a mechanical engineer, you know where these things usually are. And what do you do to turn off the Securitron?
Yeah, whatever switch or panel or what, I like click click
There's that
and
classic
step back,
1950s toggle switch.
kind of on the sly. Like I went up and just actually kind of punched him, but then kind of slid the hand and went and stood back as it went. And just
And
kind of look at him like, and I just look at him
immediately
like, that's how you handle it.
the screen does that
Like I knew what I
old-fashioned
was
Bonner,
doing.
and it kind of slumps forward. It's still somehow balanced on that one tire, but it's just sloped and inactive.
That's all you guys needed to do. Play it all off like I planned that exactly.
I used
So are we
story point and
picking it up?
still didn't get to play my little droid.
Well, obviously it's going to need a little reprogramming.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
repair.
think we should put it in the zone wrestling.
We need another one so we have entertainment.
No. Chug and I can fight it. That'll be entertaining.
Make some
That will be
rock'em
entertaining.
sock'em robots.
Yeah. We could sell tickets, and then when the brewery's up, we sell alcohol.
Right?
Okay, so you guys just kind of like push it aside so it's against the wall and out of your way.
Any access keys of any kind or anything like that on it by chance?
You give this thing a once over. Give me a easy mechanics check.
You should take some
Alrighty.
time and give it a twice over.
Holla when you're ready.
Go for it. You get the
Boom.
idea of if there's any way to like open doors or deal with security, it's probably got something to do with that little short range radio antenna on top of it, that it uses that to signal to like open doors and things like that. If you want
Okay
to
then.
take the time to start ripping into this thing and taking it apart, you might be able to make a remote control.
I think that sounds like a good thing.
However, I will tell you, you roll any threats or you fail the roll, you're going to damage the Securitron. As he
Well,
pulls out
except
10
that I
tons of
have,
wires and guts.
but I do have redundant systems. So once per session, I may take a redundant systems action, make an easy mechanics check to harvest components from a functioning device to repair a broken one. That's repairing. But repairing would be making another device, right? Without
Yeah,
breaking the
I'll
first
give it to you.
device.
If you want to burn it for this roll, you can totally burn it for this roll.
Yeah, because it prevents me from breaking the first device.
Okay, so you're going to go for that?
Sure.
As you reduce it
So
to an
it's,
easy roll.
yep. And of course he does.
Of course you do. It's only one dice. I got to make it somehow interesting. So go ahead and give me your check. As
All
all of
right.
a sudden he whips out the tool bag and he's like, hold on, guys. Hold
No
on.
problem.
As in, like, no time at all, he pops a couple screws out real quick with his hands, going to his tool belt in a flash. And what do you want for the 3 advantages?
Um,
I mean, I've got a good suggestion for it, but that's just me.
um, sure, we'll go with it.
My
What's your idea?
suggestion for 3 will be you have a security remote control that will not break while you are down here. I mean, it could break later on, but it's pretty much unbreakable at the moment.
Sounds good.
So as long as you guys are down here in this resort place, this remote control will work to open any doors pretty much, because Securitrons have to be able to go almost everywhere.
Right. All right, guys, we're all set. I got a remote to open any access or anything like that.
And while
Easy
he's
peasy.
holding this rigged up wires going everywhere, Delio, it's got the little antenna with a circle that's swirling around like an ectometer from Ghostbusters.
Could I look around the place again to see if I noticed anything new or missed anything, considering that noise that distracted me earlier?
Sure.
Something sneaking up on us.
Yeah, because I'm like, we just had a fight, and although it was very quick, something
Yeah.
could have still happened.
Okay.
And
I don't know
nobody's
if I'd
fired
call it
I'm
wasn't really a fight. It was just a misunderstanding.
yeah.
Nobody fired a gun. It wasn't too loud.
So
Mhm.
I'm gonna need 2 rolls, by the way, because there's gonna be 2 different difficulties out there.
Oh, okay,
Go ahead and make your first one when ready.
cool.
Okay. So
Wow.
you
Nice.
clearly know that behind you guys, remember those small little hairless rodents that are back there? They are totally creeping along the edges of the walls and following you guys. And
Hey,
you know,
yo, we got some visitors.
with your beautiful 5 successes, you are totally picking up the hey, they're stalking us to attack at some point. They're not threatening you now, but it is totally that behavior that if a fight would have started, they would have had no problems trying to pick out the smaller members of the group.
AKA me.
Since
Yeah.
you're the smaller member of the group, is where you're getting that distinction, which gives you 1 point of strain.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 5'3", I'm small. It is what it is.
And then
So, you mean the second one?
go ahead and give me your second roll.
Yeah, she's all like, wait, they're stalking me.
Oh, Sadie's using an upgrade. Look at that.
Wow.
We have them,
Yeah, you might as well use them. The economy does not work if you don't use it.
Exactly, just like the U.S.
So go ahead and make
Okay, you ready?
Yep. Hey,
Wow.
1 success on the easier roll. I love it. So you do hear at one point what sounds like a distant dragonfly's wings thrumming. It's pretty far away, shouldn't be a problem, but it's just something you hear in the background of the echoes, because this place has some pretty cavernous echoes from different locations or the different air ducts that are now opening up and blowing air through here. And you do hear remember how I said it's a 4-way stop up here where that little guy turned and came from the right? You hear distantly squealing tire of a quicker version of the same sound that this thing made coming to you, but it's off to the left-hand corridor and it's like a couple turns away, but you clearly heard the tire kind of squeal in a hurry.
Hmm.
Like almost
he called for help.
He called for help
Yep.
when someone punched him in the face.
Then I will also notify my fellow. I was thinking compatriots about this.
Your colleagues.
Yeah, the colleagues for now.
Wow.
Soon enough, they'll
for
be
now.
voters, but you know.
Wow.
Your constituents.
Mm-hmm.
And for the last slot in initiative, what's Darius doing?
Now that I've heard this, I will look down the hall that the squealing tire came from.
You look down that hall, and now that it's been pointed out to you, you kind of hear just faintly echoing this way that wheel occasionally chirping, like sneakers on a school walkway. When you go into
Mhm.
class, you hear the
Right.
sneakers squeak.
The gym class basketball fire?
Yep.
How's that?
Yeah.
And you do see a faint hint of light.
Faint hint of light.
Faint hint of light. Are y'all, do you have anything to do, or are you good with just taking a moment and wait till action's about to happen to restart the initiative?
Unfortunately, there's no hold action in this, so.
Yeah.
I think I will just hold on and
Okay. So you
see
guys
what happens.
kind of take defensive, pattern, and
Yeah.
at medium distance, which Darius is happy with this because this is shooting range, prime shooting range. You see the light grow whiter and the squealing faster, and then around whips another one of these security trons around the corner. Only this one has its hands, the little pincher claws have been replaced. One looks like a multi-barreled weapon, probably when you catch a quick glance of it, of energy source, and the other one looks like a 40 millimeter tube.
Uh-oh.
That's
Got grenades and rocket and Gatling guns.
that's probably
And as
fine.
soon as it goes around the corner, there it is. It doesn't stop. It's moving at a great speed, and at that exact moment is the top of the initiative as it now reveals itself.
Do it.
Would someone
That's
like
you,
to go
Derek.
first?
You take the top.
I'll take a shot at it real quick.
Okay, so it's at medium range, which is 2 dice.
Oh,
Is there
wait, don't roll.
anything?
Oh, unless I stepped away again. Sorry, but make sure he has his dice set up before you do anything.
Yeah.
I've got 2 purple. I'm just wondering if you're doing anything like flipping a story point or aiming. I mean, if you're
I'm already
standing there
set.
waving, you could totally use your maneuver to aim.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim and I'm gonna call my shot as well.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna shoot for the little eye sensor on his shoulder there.
Or take out the tire.
And I have, what do I have?
You have a talent.
Yeah, talent, knack for it. So I don't take the 2 blue or 2 black dice.
Yes, definitely
For
tell me that.
calling my
'Cause I
shot.
totally put them in there already.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're taking
Sorry,
out
no,
its optics.
Matt,
Yeah.
you have 2 different things. You have knack for it, which just blanket removes 2 black dice from any ranged heavy roll. But you also have column, which gets rid of 1 of the black dice from doing the called shot.
No, it gets rid of both. Do not add black to combat checks due to aim maneuver.
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
So in other words, you could take a cold shot in pitch black darkness and have no negative dice. Because basically darkness just adds 2. But, in this case, you're not in pitch black darkness because the guy's got a TV screen for a face.
Yeah. I kind of know what I'm
You're aiming on his optics. You're looking to blind the SOB.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Am I ready to roll?
Yep.
Okay.
I am really surprised you didn't go for an upgrade on that roll. So
Didn't fucking need it.
Yeah.
So how much damage are you doing? Yes, I'm gonna make you do the math.
I am 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 3 is a crit. Right?
Yep.
3
with the 3
advantage or crit.
Yeah.
What's the damage on a crit?
It's gonna roll a crit.
It's gonna roll on the table. Okay.
Right.
So if you're wanting to use 3 for a crit, here's what you get. Let me double check something. I think you may have had a reduce thingy.
Yeah, there's a tab if you look at your character sheet there that says crits. That's where you'll go if you have to roll a crit.
Okay, but that's a crit on me.
He has durable 2. Because he's a big refrigerator.
That sucks.
I forgot. I still have 2 crits on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can only do so much, 1 per week.
Okay, so this crit roll is going to be negative 20. So,
that'll work.
Yeah.
Hey,
Still good.
You shoot out, you see his optic sensor explode, and he kind of like gropingly sticks his weapon hands out to like feel his way, and as he does, boom, he gets knocked prone. by his just pure, I was moving so fast and you basically blinded me instantly.
I need to take a bullet
So
off.
his optics are now kiboshed, and he is knocked prone, which, by the way, is not a good thing for people shooting him.
Yes, but the 3 melee guys after me can have a field day with him.
If they plan to run that far.
Yes.
How far away is it?
He is
Medium
at
range?
medium range.
Yeah, I'll on my turn right now. Go ahead and move and punch.
Okay, you go Hulk running down the hallway, take 2
And
strain for a second maneuver, and then come right up on him prone, which is gonna totally add a blue dice.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna do an Iron Man landing right on him.
Oh god.
Fist straight into its back.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay, now this one is totally in combat mode, so he is at his full combat abilities.
Wait,
The
isn't
other
that
one.
bad for your knees?
What's that?
I'm
Iron
a
Man
super
landing.
mutant.
Okay.
And in the ring we have Super Mutant.
Dun dun dun
and,
dun 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 dun.
and the blind droid in the other corner.
Okay.
Oh, Matt, what were you doing with that last advantage?
Oh yeah.
Can I use it to notice if I hear any other tires?
This is the
head
only
towards us?
one you heard.
Okay.
And you know what? I will give you a blue because he's blind right now. Blind and prone. That's a bad place to be.
It's not a great place to be.
Okay, take your shot.
Wow.
Damn, adversary 2 did nothing to help him.
I mean, it seemed to increase the number of failures. So that's 5 damage before soak.
Yeah.
Do I get through the soak?
You do not get through the soak as you feel this
I don't get
resounding
through the soak.
thud.
Okay, well then I use 2 to trigger stun 3. Getting 3 strain damage through his soak.
Okay, he takes 3 strain.
And then I'll give Chug a free maneuver.
Ooh, a free maneuver.
Ooh, a free maneuver. Okay, so as you guys have this wrestling tag team shit going on, it's like watching Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man going at it.
Yeah, I basically Iron Man land on him, and then I immediately roll off to the side because I know coming up right behind me
He's gonna be
with a fucking elbow pile driver.
Okay.
So, that free maneuver, that just means that my extra maneuver doesn't cost strain.
Correct.
It doesn't give me a third maneuver.
Yeah, you can never have more than 2. Yep.
Okay. Well, then double move to get to it, and then meat hook.
Okay, so it just costs you a maneuver to get those 2 maneuvers in, and then you come to meat hook him. He is prone, which is
blind.
You a blue. Oh dear. And wow, I'm thinking his adversary 2, now that his programs are working, are not going to help him that much.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got your 2 blue. I've got your upgrade against his adversary 2. Go ahead and roll some damage. Oh,
there you go.
Wow.
Will 9 pierce 1 get through his soak?
Well, we're guaranteed the Pierce 1's getting through the soak one way or another. So, yes, you totally will do almost a handful of damage with that Pierce 1 helping you a lot. What would you like for your 3 advantages and big damn triumph?
I think I'm just gonna keep it simple. The 3 advantages are gonna turn into a crit, and I'm going to
if you would like,
yes,
you could use the triumph to just take him out and say he was apparently not a 100% model and damaged. I'll totally give that to you.
That works too. Yeah, I'll use the triumph to slap him around like a like some type of mechanical meat
Ragdoll?
creature. Yes.
Your hook
And then we
goes
high
into
five
the
and all go
tire,
home.
and then you slam.
With those advantages, since it doesn't go and then a PC goes, I could use the blue for expiring rhetoric to get you guys some strain back.
I'm fucking fine.
I'm actually pretty good. I have one strain.
My
Sadie
whole
just
thing is
wants to
as
tell
long as I
someone
don't.
what to do.
Yeah. My whole thing is as long as I don't strain out. Once the encounter's over, I have 0 strain.
But I will say, however, that it's probable that our mechanic will want to do something with this thing. So how about I give the mechanic a blue die, and then I will give the next person to act a blue die.
Okay, I mean, I'd give you 3 advantages for an upgrade if you wanted to give him, like, can he rip parts out of this or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. That sounds great.
Yeah, I'll totally give you a free upgrade on his mechanics check because you destroy the robot for what it was meant to do, but it still has workable pieces,
Like the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Then comes
Right?
the
A
funny
super mutant
haha
mountain.
that you realize he's got the grenade launcher, but he's been out of grenades for like 150 years.
Cazador cavalry mounted grenade launcher.
God.
I like it.
Okay, so it statics and boop, winks out of existence as Chug's meat hook is in its tire and it's smashed into the walls, putting parts everywhere. And then an eerie silence as the mole rats start backing away from whatever the hell's happening, and they're just like, nope.
High five, Chug.
Maybe we should go after the mole rats.
Chug goes to give him a high five, and then consciously changes hands from the meat hook hand to a normal hand.
As he almost gives him a meat hooking.
I mean, what's a meat hooking between friends?
I mean, that could be the new thing, right?
It is the new thing.
Can we please not make that a new thing? I would rather not want that to.
I mean, Chug's been hanging around the entire vault, being a real meat hooker.
And the best part is while Chug and Muscles ran down the hallway here like freaking trains, lights were lighting the path because the motion detectors
Oh,
is
nice.
in motion. And on the wall panels, ancient advertisements start popping up like Vault Tech, invest in your future, buy your timeshare now. And it shows the little Vault Boy with his thumb. And then you've got, a propaganda ad that pops up saying, our American boys and their power armor suits are going to beat the Chinese.
That's complete lies by James. He says that it's because the things came on. No, the hallway got brighter because Muscles is a delight. Okay, that's he lights up
God.
every room he's in.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you, Chug. I don't know what those words were, but I appreciate you.
It's mainly that the muscles are flexing and shining the light, reverberating it like a big bronze statue.
It's true. He's strong. I'm pretty.
So what could I possibly extract from this thing?
What do you want to attempt to extract with your free upgrade?
All of the broken parts of the other one.
You're a computers and mechanics guy, right?
Yep.
I mean, you could totally flip this thing over and use it as a portable kiosk to ask questions. Have it is what's left of its broken monitor show you, maps and things like that. You could possibly use mechanics to strip some things off of it. I mean, you clearly see it's got weapon hands. I mean, there's no doubt these barrels protruding from its hands are totally weapon hands.
You can reprogram it. He can be on our side. He just needs a new sensor.
He
Well,
can be
it'd
your
be
new
the other.
shop.
Well, see, he
He can
can't
be your new
program it because
shop bitch.
it's shot. But the other one that you turned on
Right.
off, that can
Yeah.
get reprogrammed. This guy is
Okay.
just parts. It's meant for, at this point, he can use them as a you pull it, but it is not ever going to function again with the beating it took.
Okay.
So
As
what would it take?
you kind of look
So
around and see that it's got a Gatling laser. Basically, one of its hands is a Gatling gun laser beam that you give it a kind of quick cursory inspection. You see there's a power cable in the arm. So someone would have to build this massive backpack to wield this thing. It would be very unwieldy.
If
Unless
only we
you're
had
super mutant.
giant creatures. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Or power
you
armor.
could totally make a 3 purple hard roll to take time to whip this thing out and basically make that into a backpack powered weapon using the robot's power supply. That is ridiculous.
And then we could eventually mount that onto some power armor.
Yeah.
You totally inspect what it had as an intimidating 40mm barrel, which is in fact a grenade launcher, but it looks like its ammunition was depleted a long time ago.
Of course, he
Oh.
wouldn't give that to us.
And you see that it's got a few rounds left of a submachine gun barrel. But that's going to be a really awkward gun because it's an arm, not an actual firearm. And
Right.
then
So-
it's got pincer claws. I like
So
how the
what
roll
about taking parts and reprogram? I mean, really, the other one's in pretty good shape, but any parts needed to upgrade or repair and reprogram the other robot.
Well, that would just be a computer's role on the other guy.
Okay.
Basically give yourself admin control so it identifies you as a resident.
Yep.
And
well, all of us.
And fix the screen.
Yeah, we did break that.
Yeah, but
with
it
our
was not
fists.
blinded though. Just cracked.
You could as an advantage on this one, if you do something, pop off the display screen to replace it.
Okay. Well, let's do all that.
Ooh, so what are you gonna go? What is the thing you're doing? That's the thing. So I know what the difficulty is.
We're going to patch up the other one that is still operational and reprogram it.
Okay, so what about this guy? Because remember, he's giving you an upgrade to this one to take something off of it.
The Gatling laser.
That's what I figured someone would want to go for.
I mean, why not all three guns?
Well, each one is going to be its own role to see if you can sell
Okay.
it.
Okay.
And he's got
well, let's do that. Hold off on the. Yeah, we'll hold off on this upgrade. This will go to my program.
Okay. Okay. So you want to use it for
Yeah.
the reprogramming your friendly one?
Yep. So let's pull the Gatlin. We'll have to store it for later.
Before that, would I be able to give him 2 blue on 1 roll?
Describe to us in roleplay how you're helping him take the Gatling weapon off.
Yes, well, obviously you see it's connected right here and here. So if you use your noggin and you just carefully loosen these bolts and make sure they don't get twisted, when you pull it out, it should be good.
Okay, I'll give you 2 blue for that.
Trying techno talk to a techie. Okay, sure.
Exactly.
As Sadie's totally saying, twist this thing here, and there's clearly a label saying danger, do not twist. Pull, do not twist.
Sounds like a Sadie thing.
Okay, and this is to take the Gatling laser off?
Sure.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Look at that shit.
Jesus.
Damn.
So, lickety split, you pop open its compartment, you pop a couple, bolts out real quick, and you pull its power supply out, and you see there is the laser Gatling gun has a big ass power cord going into this thing, as well as the wiring harness that you quickly unplug. And you're basically trying to rig that into a backpack supported weapon.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So with the just successes, you've made using the wiring harness as shoulder straps, a heavy backpack that is unwieldy 3. I should probably type this out so you have it there. And the arm that's got the Gatling barrels is locked in position, so it won't slide back in and the claw slide out. And the forearm of this robot is going to be inaccurate 1. Now then comes the question of what are you going to do for that advantage in the big damn triumph?
You could use the triumph to get rid of an accurate 1.
You totally could.
Getting rid of that would be really good for this weapon.
Well, I was debating that or the unwieldy, but
I mean, unwieldy just means that you have to have a certain level of agility to use it.
Yeah.
Or power armor.
Basically, you've got to grip that forearm just right and shoot it, as opposed to spraying a fire hose.
That's what she said.
I mean, that advantage suggestion is a really good one for next time. Save it for next session.
Grant a blue on checks when using repaired items or even the superior quality for a session. Well, I mean, superior quality.
Blue. There you go.
It's a superior quality for the session.
For one advantage.
If somebody's going to be wielding it for the use down here, then I would do that.
I was going to say, who in the team's got gunnery and giant arms?
That would be Darius all day Coltrane.
I do have gunnery.
As he puts his nice, beautiful sniper rifle away and brings this horrible fire hose of a death machine.
With extreme range.
Yeah.
So I mean, the Triumph says give it an additional single-use function.
Can you put a mod on it?
Well, I'm wondering, can I, being that it's a Triumph and the mod function, that I actually change the inaccurate to a accurate 1.
Ooh, I would give that to you.
Nice.
An accurate laser Gatling gun.
Sure.
As he totally whips out a front iron sight to put it on the top mount, so you can kind of aim it with some Kentucky windage.
And so it also has the auto fire only, pierce 2, and prepare 1 ratings?
Yep. I'm going to click it one more time so you can see it.
Right.
Since I clicked all its other weapons.
So Matt, copy that down into your weapons.
Yep.
Damage 12. It's auto fire only, which means it's going to add an extra purple to every attack because you're shooting it like crazy. And prepare 1 means you need to use 1 maneuver to start the barrel spinning.
Joke's on you, Jim. He has quick draw.
Yeah. So no prepare.
No, prepare, not the drawing. Prepared for it to fire up, isn't it? Or is that the other one? Here's
2.
Is it prepare or is it, what was it? Prepare isn't draw. Yeah, prepare's not drawing. It's like that's
no, but quick draw allows you to, as an incidental draw stuff, and also reduce the prepare rating by 1.
Yeah, it's broken for that purpose.
It's wonderful. It's meant for use with crossbows.
Yeah.
And this is basically like a crossbow that fires a lot of light rapidly.
See, now
Yeah.
the best thing is you're now using a fully automatic weapon with 2 melee members in your party. What's the worst that's going to happen?
Well, he opens up first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we close. That's the whole point of the extreme range.
Yeah. I get to shoot at it for 3 turns while it runs towards us.
I mean, it's going to be like watching a warthog shooting its, Vulcan cannon off from half a mile away.
Yeah, unfortunately, we won't get to see that much longer.
Yeah,
They've already decommissioned 2 squadrons.
that's going to suck.
Yes, it is.
Why are we getting rid of
I
the great vehicles at the Air Force Base to replace them with something more expensive that has less options?
Where it's going to be the F-35s, which people didn't want years ago, that we're going to have anyways now. Which, I mean, it doesn't bother me, but now you're going to know there's aircraft in the air down here.
yeah, those things are fucking
You're
loud.
You're going to hear the F-35, unlike the A-10s.
They're going to scream as opposed to the A-10s.
No.
Which are nice and polite.
No, you still definitely heard the A-10s.
No, they were very quiet compared to any of the other jets out here.
I lived in the flight path of Dave Smothin.
Well,
You
I
had the
mean,
window
if you're
rattle.
living right under, you're
Quiet
going to hear
my
them,
ass.
but they are very quiet comparatively. Trust me, once you hear the F-35, it'll be very different.
I also had F-35s fly over. About the same as the fucking Warthogs.
No.
But the Warthogs give you
Yep.
that nice quiet window rattle that it's not a scramjet going, it's just the rattle, 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 rattle.
Yeah, but
the
F-35 will not be able to do what the A-10 did for ground support.
It's not a ground support vehicle, which is I'm sorry, in this day and age we still need in the field of battle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's ground support. It just doesn't ground support with a Vulcan cannon. Ground supports with a missile from 350,000 miles away,
Which
as
is not
guided
reassuring
in by
for
a
the
network
on the
of
ground.
laser rangefinder.
Yeah,
Which is not reassuring for the person on the ground.
A missile coming from a jet on the horizon being aimed by another jet on the other side of the horizon.
Yeah, it's not the same. I mean, when you're on the ground, you want somebody seeing exactly what's happening right now while they're shooting. Not it's by the time that rocket gets there, there's a lot that can change and where people are. So
let's not forget, it's nice seeing a guy pop up over a ridge and just shred a tank from the inside. So all the other tanks surrender.
Yeah. Plus, the A-10 can sit on site for much longer than any of the other aircraft are going to be able to.
Especially if you're
it can actually sit in slow roll.
When you're in a conflict with helicopters and canyons, that's what the A-10 was made for. I mean, it was made to go after a certain country's armor-plated helicopters that are practically flying tanks.
Well, and the tanks and stuff on the ground. And that's just the cannon, not including all the rockets and bombs that it can carry.
And the fact that it can be shot to shit because, it's made to be shot to shit and still fly with no problem.
Yep. So, very unfortunate. Anywho.
Okay.
So, yeah, I can work on the unwieldy and other stuff later once we get back to the bench and stuff, but this seems to be pretty functional for our use in here for now.
This horrible death machine that he's holding with a shit-eating grin on his face as he squeezes the one button that starts the spinning and the other for the lasers. It makes that power cable warm up. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen having a backpack nuclear power supply?
Yeah.
All these caution stickers saying "caution radioactive, do not break outer seal," and these
it's
are
all safe. Don't worry.
Seal.
It's all safe. Yeah. You're good.
You see this montage of "Welcome to the Plaza del Liceo, college resort of the future. Are your children going?" And there's this whole spiel of this dean of the college for Flagstaff giving this spiel of how this resort takes care of all of the family members' needs that are going to the school. College sponsored by Volt. Looking to
Matt,
the future.
You went to the NAU.
I did.
While respecting and honoring the past. Remember, all members of the resort to wear your wristbands, and it totally shows these little rubber coated wristbands. They are your resident identification. Any Securitron or guest droid can help you. And it shows a Securitron with the happy police officer face, and the guest just holds it up to him, and he bips it, and he says, "Welcome, resident. You are safe under my protection. Securitron, made for your safety." And of course, you get these spiels of if you go to the pools, enjoy our 21 hot tubs and our 5 infinity pools. And it shows these cool little infinity pools that actually tilt and roll as opposed to a normal infinity pool. You see this large echoey chamber of just nothing but water pools, including a little like kiddie pool area where you can do the lazy river with a floaty.
I'm afraid to see what that river might look like in pool. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go to the other one and see, because it probably will come in handy if we can get it running, because we can go have it take us to where to get wristbands so we have them, because they might be used to open other things or access certain features and stuff. So,
Sure.
Okay. So the question
he'll
is,
be our guide.
You're gonna hack it to make sure it identifies you as a resident without the wristband?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Let me double check something.
We will do that.
Oh, look at you flipping those already. I like it.
Well, before you got scrolled up to the top to flip it, yes. I knew where you were going.
Ah, too bad. He ain't got the best willpower.
That's what I forgot. Unwieldy 3 and accurate 1.
No, you're accurate one now.
Yeah.
The unwieldy is gone, and it's been replaced with accurate 1 instead of inaccurate 1.
And for this session, it has.
Well, we'll say next session, because you don't want to waste it on when we wrapped up 12 minutes ago.
No. So yeah, so just make a note. It has for the next session superior quality for one session.
Okay.
It's
which generates
until it rattles loose.
Yeah, it generates an automatic advantage on all checks related to its use, and has its base damage increased by 1.
Which you'll definitely want for using that auto fire. Because remember, you need. So the way auto fire works is for every 2 advantage, you can hit a second target within short range of your primary target, including the primary target.
And accurate is 1
blue dice. Yep.
Put that modifier.
It's like a free aim. So as you go up and start working on its programming to make it your friend with that upgrade there, give me your computer's roll.
All right.
And my agility.
Boop, boop, boop. Computers. There we go. Here we go.
Okay, I'm good there.
Boom.
Okay. As 1 threat just means it's kind of giving you the max headroom treatment on the screen, but it's totally working in your needs. As it basically tells you can go to the customer service desk. And he shows a quick pop-up map. You are here, and shows the 4 customer service desks that have the ability to give you a new residence wristband.
Nice.
All robots at the kiosks can assist you with this, or a Securitron if he is available with an extra wristband available. Unfortunately, this unit has no extra wristbands on him. Neither did the other one.
Of course not. All right.
But on the plus side, with your 4 successes, it identifies you as not just a resident, but as one of its IT personnel.
Sweet.
You are authorized to perform diagnostics at any time. Time. He's got that
a Gatling gun and a Securitron. That's awesome. That's successful so far.
And as an IT personnel, it basically informs you that a couple of its systems are now depleted, and it gives you a timeline of it's been like 120 plus years ago. It shot its last grenade off,
Nice.
and would totally request a requisition for reloading.
We'll work on that.
Yeah, like maybe there's an armory here somewhere.
I'm sure there's got to be.
Apparently, it is overdue a regular check and maintenance as well. So it's putting in 135 tickets for you to give it some repair service.
Wow, fucking useless IT folks at this place, not even maintaining their shit.
Right? Yeah, we'll get all that. We just need to do some checks. It's been a while since the facility's been checked over, so you're going to assist us on that process. And then we'll get you all fixed up.
He totally acknowledges that he will assist you in any of your IT endeavors.
Nice. Sounds great. Thank you much, Skippy.
Please identify your first request.
Please direct us to the closest kiosk.
Closest kiosk is identified exactly 460 feet, and he shows this little dot little Atari style map with a little Securitron icon and 8-bit moving up to it. Most customer service desks are maintained by RoboCore Industries personal integrated androids. Unfortunately, my radio system seems to be inoperable, as the little head looks up and does this like inquisitive looking face, hand on chin, looking up in the distance, conveniently
You
looking
had a little
same section.
You had
that's
a little
missing a chunk.
accident. Yeah, you had a little accident. I'll have to fix that later, but
Acknowledged. It has been added to the list of queue tickets for repairs.
That'll be the rest of my year.
He gladly gives you the happy cop face, and turns into a little like Mario-shaped 8-bit character on the screen saying, "Please come with me to the kiosk."
Yes, please lead on, Skippy.
And he heads off in the different direction, kind of almost backtracking the way you guys went, but heading up to where the escalator was. And he apologizes that the escalator seems to be having malfunctions currently. Perhaps you could also put a ticket in for that repair.
Indeed.
And thankfully, between the two escalators, there's a little ramp where he can wheel up and drive up while you guys are taking your steps. And he clearly identifies that we have submitted a ticket for pest control. The facility seems to have a minor rodent infestation, and it like beams a flashlight right on a couple of the mole rats that have a little nest and some baby mole rats in it. Do not worry. Our sensors show that they carry no diseases that we are aware of. And as he takes you guys off to this kiosk, you see there's a kiosk where there used to be 3 customer service drones, which are basically waist up, robot droids that assist people. And 2 of the 3 look to be completely destroyed, like someone took a hammer or a pick and just beat the crap out of them.
That's rude.
And the third one seems like its arms are slopey down and its head's down, and it seems just, deactivated.
Must have been some super mutants through here.
I don't identify super mutants as a terminology.
Well, we'll work on that too.
Are you referring to comic book characters with superpower origins? Our guest services
kind of
businesses do provide those for the children.
Yes, well, that's our friends here.
And he kind of gestures at whoever you gesture and gives them like a moment's glance without really processing other than your very large friends. Your friends, if they are interested, the gymnasium has a weightlifting program available. Up to 600 pounds for deadlifting and hip sleds. Adequate for even the greatest of bodybuilders.
Well, there you guys go.
He totally points
there it
out
is.
the kiosk, and because he does have mechanics, he is going to give you a little gist of the damages. Unfortunately, with his stutter, it makes his assistants very pain in the assy, but he totally tells you, with that big damn triumph, that the main power supply to this kiosk has been deactivated.
Of course it has.
I mean, as an IT agent, you should have no problem reconnecting the main power breakers.
If only we had a generator.
It just needs new breakers re-engaged.
But that is actually an idea. That power pack could be used. I mean, don't roll no threats or despair, but you could totally use the laser Gatling guns generator to power up this whole area.
Yeah, nope, that was part of my thought, but I figure we'll work on other options first.
Okay. And he gives you a beautiful breakdown of the damages here, and you could easily fix the one that's deactivated with the parts of the two destroyed ones if you got power back to this area.
Okay.
If you had just a little power, it would take you mere seconds to take the 4 extra wristbands and program them that you could all have rooms assigned to you. Who knows what rooms are like in this place?
Hey, this might be our new fort.
As
Nobody else needs to know.
This buzzing sound in the darkness up above. Everyone waves their flashlights but don't see anything.
Yes, but we know it's coming.
Big dragonflies.
We know it's coming.
I mean, the nice thing is the facility is lighting up for you guys. I mean, it's getting dark as you leave areas, but the light, you seem to feel that the buzzing sound avoids the light.
Oh, that's good.
That's something I can totally throw it out there that you guys are picking the gist of. Anywhere that lights up, the buzzing sound moves away from it. How unlike bugs.
So somebody needs to stay moving at all times. Keep the lights going if we're sleeping or anything.
I was gonna say somebody rolls 3 threat and it's that awkward moment when you're in the restroom and the lights go pip because you're not moving enough. Apparently, you stood in the motion sensor's dead zone.
At my work, it's motion sensor in the bathroom. And it does sometimes go off and doesn't activate because you have to be near the door.
Oh, so if you're doing some business, it's taking some time.
Yeah.
Hey, I've had to, I'll admit it, at the old office, I've had to ball up a TP ball and throw it over the wall to get the lights to turn back on.
Nice.
That trick does work. You just make a little tennis ball shape and throw it over the wall and hope the wind doesn't stop it from making it to the door. Or just, always bring your phone. Problem,
well, yeah,
the job site doesn't let you bring your EDC with you. Okay, so you guys have the kiosk. It seems to be a fairly safe place with actually roof. So the buzzing sound is not as terrifying when you have a nice secure roof over your head and a small little 10-foot ceiling space. You have your Securitron that's willing to be super friendly. He's literally got his officer friendly face on. It's
Skippy.
Nice,
that's his new
nice
name.
Face. You scratched Skippy under his display screen.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll say that's a good place to wrap it up there as you guys get 10 experience points.
All right. Well, there we go. We know what to do now. Sip, did you share that with everybody else, Joseph?
I don't think we did.
What's that?
I did not.
Pack initiative.
We have a talent that they're recommending everybody.
Oh.
Oh yeah, pack initiative. So basically, you get +1 success to all your initiative rolls per ally that also has pack initiative, not including yourself.
Nice. What tier is that?
That is a tier 2, 10 XP.
Who got that
So
much
if we
experience to throw away?
So
Go
if we all
away.
if we all get that, that is +4 to everyone's, like +4 successes to everyone's initiative rolls.
Jim's all
Which
level
means you will
ones for
totally have to
level
put that in
two.
your modifiers.
Yep.
And then we'll
Jim's
have to play
cringing. Like,
the
God
song
damn.
Leader of the Pack.
What's it called again?
Pack initiative. It's in the Fallout book.
Sure is. It's freaking amazing.
It is just like in the Fallout game. You want to act first. It's very important. I mean, especially when you have a freaking Gatling gun.
It's for both cool and vigilant. Oh.
Yep.
Yep. It's basically any kind of initiative roll.
So I guess we're just all taking that then?
I mean, probably
I mean,
should.
I am looking at.
That's 10 experience. I mean, there
You
could
Jim's
be
mean
like,
other cool
you
stuff
Jim's
mean
like,
to
you
pick
mean
up.
you mean that's one step closer to us getting our four needed for for tier 2s.
well, I
Because
mean,
you need 4 tier 2s and 3 tier 3s.
I
yeah,
mean, there may be
I'm,
better things to pick. I mean,
Jim's like, please don't. Please don't.
Like he can't physically create a dice pool that can compete with that.
Well, unless he has a pack.
Sure,
With
but I'll still
pack-
probably win. I'll still probably win on that too because I have plus. If we all get it, you all will have +4 to your initiative rolls.
By the
I'll
way, I
have
got it.
+7.
I did grab it. I think that's a good investment.
and
Yeah.
and his
Yeah.
theme song will now be Leader of the Pack.
4
Right.
successes.
Yeah. I mean, I already have. I mean, I'm already due. I'm at a point for my tier 2 now because I've gone to tier 3. So I'm starting the next row.
Yeah.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Eric, do you actually have the ability to get a tier 2 talent right now?
No,
I know you
no.
kind of burned all your stuff.
Yeah, I need 5 more XP and then I could get it.
Okay, so everyone gets 6.
3
3 successes. So
until he can get it. Okay.
there's that.
Yeah, I
Just
think we're gonna be going 1 through 5 from now on.
just casually rolling a 9-1.
If I'm prepared, I'm getting high initiative.
Yeah, Jim's
If I'm
like,
unprepared, I'm getting high initiative.
Jim's like,
Hell, even
"Damn
if I'm
it."
unprepared.
All right, guys.
Like-
Y'all have a good night.
All right,
You too.
good night. Yeah,
You
Jim's
two
like,
guys.
they're monsters.
We have been influenced by the super mutants. We are now monsters.
Throw away the concept of using initiative to kill the players and just go straight for the booby traps and skill rolls to whittle the players down.
Yep.
Please, no. I don't need to make an athletics roll, please.
Everyone give me a athletics or coordination. The floor starts creaking.
Bam.
That, yep. That
As
is
we-
kind of an open.
As
Yeah,
we have
but-
the super mutants roll first so they can attempt to catch the squishies.
What's going on with these dice pools?
yeah, it's a little ridiculous.
Well, remember, there is, 2 yellows added to the pool on my end for the Game Master sheet. Remember that roll I just did for the Securitron?
Oh, that explains why I just only had 2
Oh.
yellows on my 1 athletics.
Yeah, I was rolling the mechanics for the Securitron, which is pretty impressive that they have 2 ranks in mechanics.
Yeah. They gotta maintain themselves.
Yep, they got it. They have been maintaining themselves. There's only 6 units in the facility, which, by the way, your secure drone Skippy will totally tell you about that.
I truly cannot roll athletics for shit.
Oh my god, you had all those dice and you still didn't get no successes.
None of my athletics rolls have done well with all of these dice.
And Sadie powers through with the triumph, when Sadie can't physically have one.
Wow, that's gonna be whack for initiative. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's wacky go bonkers.
Yeah.
God.
And remember,
only
if you would like to command Skippy to do things like attack something, it is your action to command until you take some cool talents. If you want to be
cool
like a
pet
drone
talents.
commander. Yep.
Yep.
So
Or
it's saying,
you
Skippy,
could just
attack so and so, and point your finger at them.
Yeah.
Or
You
you
could
could just have
give him the laser back.
Nah.
No, he has his.
Oh yeah, he
The
has
laser's
his.
from the other guy.
Yeah,
The
from the
security one
that
had 2 claws. They didn't have a laser.
He did not get into that mode yet.
but
he still has one.
claws retract and the weapons pods come out.
Okay.
Remember, this
So.
is Fallout, so it's ridiculously unscientific of how one thing
Yeah.
goes in and one thing comes out.
I've never played a Fallout game, so
What?
Same.
yeah.
At least play like. Do you have a Twitch account?
Yeah.
Go to Twitch and look at the monthly Twitch rewards that you get. If you have your Amazon linked to your Twitch account, they actually give you Fallout 3 for free on Amazon.
Okay.
So totally give it a shot, and it's one of the funner ones in my opinion. 3 versus some of the others, like 76 is MMO style, and you have to compete with
76
people.
is trash unless you're one of the few thousand players who like it.
Yeah, but
and 4 has a more complicated storyline.
Yeah, somebody lied and oversold you then. So somebody said you were like expert.
No, I said that he knows more about Fallout than I do, which is true because he watched the show.
I watched the show on Amazon. That's the only
I
thing I
think you
have.
used a little higher praise than that, but I'll have to go look. But that's okay. That's all right.
But I will say, welcome to the group.
My specific words were, he knows more about Fallout than I do, though that is admittedly a very low bar.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the first part of it.
Somebody's pulling up the Facebook message now.
This Gatlin laser I had, what is his encumbrance?
Yes.
Its encumbrance is 5.
Okay. That's gonna put me at
Now,
11 out of 12.
No, but when you're carrying it.
No, that's only armor.
Yeah, weapons.
Is it?
You are carrying weapons.
Yeah.
And you're carrying weapons.
Okay.
Armor blends in with you.
Yeah. How many hard points does it have?
Yeah, that's my next question.
So we can devise a sling.
It has 3 hard points.
Perfect.
That's a lot to work with.
As you yell at the mechanic to rip off one of the arms on the old one and make a mechanical servo to have it swivel like the alien's rifle.
Dave, we got to get you to put a sling on that thing.
Well, I mean, look. I ripped it off. I gutted the dude for it and gave you a superiority quality with accurate 1. That's pretty damn good.
He did it in a hallway too.
With hand tools, not even a workbench. So, work with me here.
This was some top-notch machinery happening here.
I did work with you. I helped put the thing down. And I also helped put the first one down.
Yeah, we'll work on modifying the weapon some more, but
take it back to
pretty
the vault
damn good.
You have a workbench and real equipment.
Yeah, but that's pretty damn good for out of the guts.
Yeah,
not bad.
Laser Gatling gun. It's got Sony guts.
James, when daylight savings happen, does your work follow with it?
It does, which means I will be making sure work knows that I cannot do late OT, but I can come in early for OT. It's just that today we had somebody off and their laptop was not working at work. So
Okay.
pretty much they didn't do
Nice.
their workload. So the two of us that were there had to do 4 people's worth of work.
Oof. So once daylight savings happens, you'll still be doing the game at 7:30.
Yep.
But for us, that'll be 9:30 instead of 10:30.
9:30. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it'll stick to AZ time, which will change come daylight savings.
Which
Because
once
AZ
that
doesn't
happens,
change.
November 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2024 daylight saving.
Daylight saving, that's a funny myth made by people outside the mountains.
Living outside of Arizona now, I have to deal with it, and I hate it.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I haven't lived in Arizona in over 10 years, and I hate it.
Yeah. Well, like call center and stuff, it's always a pain because we don't change, but they still change people's shifts a lot of time because they want the coverage to follow the flow of work, off work that, across the country. So
yeah, like for me,
so I know a
cover
lot.
West Coast, so I stick with West Coast time.
Oh, so yeah.
And so once daylight savings is happening and we're starting at 7:30, and that's gonna be 9:30 our time. Like I'm totally down to have longer sessions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, frankly, right now it's only 12:30. Like I could still go for longer sessions, but
yeah, we were up last night until we were up last night till like 12:30 or 2:30.
Yeah, 2:30.
Nice. So what? So what are we at on Saturday for our Midgard group? Are we still needing another player there?
I think we are. Unfortunately, Matt works on Saturdays because that was originally the reason I messaged him the other day. Is like, what days do you who have off? And he's like Thursday and Friday. Like, damn it, not Thursdays.
And I don't get off until 11:45 here.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not home until almost 1.
What time is that game?
Out that I'm waiting to hear back from. I threw
just FYI,
that one as well as the salvage game.
Salvage game's gonna be fun.
Wait, there's a salvage game?
There's a
you want in on it?
It's
on Saturdays during your D&D.
Shit, Saturday night. Yeah, that's my D&D.
Yeah, we're doing salvage again.
Damn it! I fucking love that setting. It was so fun.
Excellent setting.
At some point, they are going to run into a convoy led by someone named Cybel.
Yeah. Okay, so we in Midgard we have 4 people. It's me, Dave, Chris, and Kevin.
Okay.
So like we can still run like that. That's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get another person.
I'm still hoping Andy will come back, but for work she had to take she was free, but then she's going to be like just coming home in time to game. So she was not wanting to risk with the new position she's in.
Sure.
Staying late because you have to because fucking work.
Yep.
And then for the Twilight Imperium one, there's just a lot of attrition on that one.
Yeah.
We're down to 3 people.
Well, yeah, that's why we switched to salvage.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you have a character concept yet?
I do not. We're doing that tomorrow. Or no, next week, right? Or is that one tomorrow? Fuck.
Tomorrow is Midgard.
Tomorrow's Midgard. Next Saturday is Twilight is Salvage.
It'll
Okay.
be session 0, I figured, because it sounds like we're still loosey-goosey on concepts. So I figured we'll just do a full-blown session 0.
It'd be
drink booze.
It'd be nice to get another person in.
Yeah, because
that's a tough world.
Support a 6-man team or a 5-man team.
Oh yeah. If anything, it's balanced around it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm looking at a gnome tinker.
Okay.
Which is the
genetically modified folks. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the tinker is a
psychic one.
Psychic.
Telekinesis.
Yeah, let's see. I did a driver last time. I don't know what I'm feeling this time.
Yeah.
I'll have to look through the book again.
Yeah, Tinker does like the scrapping and then has telekinesis, so I can move stuff.
Yep.
Which could come in handy.
Yeah, Matt, if you want to look at the salvage setting, it's in amongst all the books in that Google Drive I shared to you.
Okay.
It's the fun Borderlands meets Dune meets Mad Max setting.
It's freaking brutal.
It's fucking awesome, though.
ridiculously brutal. I mean, some of those
Yeah.
resilience checks with the bad weather, I'm like, dude.
Oh my god.
This place is worse than Arrakis. You know,
Place is
here
worse
you're
than
rolling
Yuma.
4 purple and 2 black because the wind is cutting through you. And even if you're wearing the proper survival gear, you may just die from being outside.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that's 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes.
Yeah, we've spent quite a bit of time just sitting in the truck going, okay, and next.
Yep.
And getting
Or we spent a lot.
lost.
We have spent so much time just driving in the wrong direction and then doing her navigation check.
There was
Only-
a lot of that.
Only to get utterly fucked by the weather because it's like, oh, we're gonna do celestial navigation. Oh, sucks ass that there's a sandstorm. You can't see the fucking sky.
Yeah.
Suck my dick.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. Just sightseeing across the desert instead of going
Yep.
where we wanted to go.
It was
To be
great.
fair, we found some really cool shit getting lost.
Mhm.
Hey, I had that random, shit list that I've added to since we played that game of the,
Oh,
they're
God.
lost. What's here? I don't know. Let's find out. And on
We
the
were
map,
very lucky the first time we got lost. It was a fucking treasure trove of
Yep.
scrap.
On Roll20,
Yep.
I basically had the truck icon on the hex grid, and they tell me where they want to go, and that's where we put the truck. And then we roll, and I had a only I could see it icon for the truck that would be where they really went. And basically the assumptions that they would make and just keep going. And it's like, wow, you've passed the place you were time sensitive to go to. Hope you get back there sometime.
Yeah, it
All
was
in the
ugly.
name of
But
salvage.
yeah, and we ended up with scrappers, right?
Yep.
Relic scrappers or whatever.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
I know we
Okay.
went with scrappers, not relic hunters.
scrappers. Okay, I know it was those two. I couldn't remember
Yeah.
which one.
It was almost a tie
So-
between the two.
So no ice runs, but scrapping runs. All right.
Yep. I still can't
Sounds
get
good.
me an ice road truckers, game. It'd be like Ice Pirates, but with trucks.
Uh-huh.
Of course, I
It's-
still keep looking at the setting and I'm like, what do you mean you can't get water without the parasites? That's not how science works.
All right. We'll have to work on that. But
But
yeah, I thought
assume
I'd do
they're
something.
like
We didn't
those
have any
water
gnomes.
bears.
Yeah, we didn't have any gnomes last time, so I thought I'll do a gnome.
I mean, Raymond made a gnome and showed up for one session before
Well,
he
yeah.
got fucked by his work schedule.
Yeah.
Today was his birthday, by the way, and he actually responded when I sent him a happy birthday. So I'm like,
I was
dude,
going to, but I
proof
haven't.
of life.
I haven't had him. I haven't had him respond before, so I'm like, you know what? Screw him. I'm not gonna send anything again.
I was giving him crap this morning when he responded. I'm like, holy shit, dude, you responded.
Yeah, because I've
Unless
sent the Marine Corps
you're the one
birthday
that
messages and everything. Yeah, he might be a bit. Well, no, he does ancient games, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Saturdays,
Saturdays. That said, Matt, the Midgard game doesn't technically start until midnight our time here.
Yep. It's 9 o'clock Arizona time, Saturday nights till roughly midnight. Usually it's like 11-ish. We wrap
Well,
up.
Well,
that-
and the salvage game, same both.
That said,
Yeah.
once daylight savings happens, Matt works till 12:45. Till
Oh, of course.
12:45,
Ooh.
Of course.
right?
No, I still work till 11:45.
Oh,
Well, it's
Okay.
11:45 to you.
Yeah. So I won't get home until about 1.
yeah.
Oof, that's a rough
Okay.
shift.
I live about 45 minutes from the airport.
All right.
Oh well.
We were trying to work with you, man, but at
Yeah.
least you're in this one.
Get a better fucking work schedule, you loser.
That's the one I choose.
I feel like Thursday, Friday hands off is not what you chose.
It is.
I thought you normally go for like fucking Monday, Tuesday off.
No, because the game store's dead on Mondays and Tuesdays.
Ah,
And Fridays it's open till midnight instead of 10 p.m.
Okay.
So I've been on Thursday, Friday for over a year now.
What store? Game store, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I was gonna say, are you gonna
Yeah,
shamelessly plug your game store?
his game store in Fayetteville, Georgia.
Yeah, that none of you will probably ever go to.
And yeah, I can't think of any reason to go to Fayetteville off the top of my head. So
I'm like, we can always come up with a reason. However, airfare,
I mean-
bus fare.
Very cool. There's also better game stores here, bigger ones.
Yeah, there are
but
bigger ones in Atlanta proper.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Does
but
Game
you
Sense
know.
have a bar in
I
it?
don't know that I'd call them better, but they are bigger.
There's the best one I found is in Dayton, Ohio so far.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's got a used Warhammer section.
Nice.
but are any of them like TGG here with a bar and all?
There's that one that has a coffee bar.
Well,
there was
ours
one
has
that served
too.
alcohol in Charlotte, North Carolina when I went up there for work.
Is there?
I've visited a bunch, yeah.
There's one in Arlington or that area that had some kind of games. I think it's more game store bar, but
Well, there's
like
there's a
games
place.
like
Yeah, there's a place here that is a bar that has board games, which is not the
Yeah.
same thing as a board game
No.
store
True.
with a bar.
No, that's what I'm saying. There, I
Extremely different.
remember when I was visiting a couple years back that there was some place there that was like a game, but it was more like a bar that had board games and all that. Not anything
Yeah.
like PGG or nothing, but still something.
Yeah.
And then there was one in Seattle that has a full bar and a full restaurant. Yeah.
Moxes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we used to play.
I wonder when their Chandler location's opening.
They
Where
were
are you?
hiring last I saw on their Facebook.
Huh.
So real close.
Nice. Yeah, Mark's definitely got a good deal there at TGG. Nice setup.
Yeah.
So,
Yep, I'll be going
that's
over
cool.
there
That's a
tomorrow
good job,
for the
Game
RingCon
Store.
gaming event.
Mm-hmm.
Their fourth location in Chandler, Arizona.
Yep. They got one
There you
in
go.
Seattle, Bellevue, Portland,
And Portland.
now in Chandler.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, so if you wanted to come back, you could potentially.
Oh, I don't work for them.
Ugh.
Oh, different company?
I work for Delta Airlines.
Oh.
Yeah. It's just
So-
he goes to game stores.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I thought you worked at a game store.
I thought that was your
No.
work. Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
they don't pay enough.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I don't know.
there we go. Somebody is over exaggerating your workplace, your Fallout knowledge. Someone should.
Fine, Joey.
I
Someone
will
should be
find
getting
the.
paid to be your agent.
I will find the text. He made it sound like you were like an expert.
No,
I know he did.
I'm aware of what Fallout is.
Spend some time
like-
on the Fallout wiki page. That's all you got to do.
Like when you were talking about the robot thing here, I had to look it up and see what it was, and I did a quick search of the wiki.
Well, I
like,
mean,
what is this?
A Securitron is a
Yeah.
ridiculous security guard.
Yeah.
But that book is pretty amazing. I mean, that book literally is like an archive of the entire gaming and universe. I mean, everything from the game is like in that freaking book. The game book.
I posted it in the Genesys system channel on here.
I think it's been altered.
That is. Yeah.
Better than I do, which admittedly is a low bar.
It is.
Well, you've played the game, at least one of the games, right? So no, yours is better than his.
No, I have not.
What?
I've never played any of the
Otherwise,
Fallout games. I have never watched the show on Amazon.
Which
I
you
know
should.
the only thing I know about Fallout is purely just from pop culture references that end up happening.
Oh,
Yeah,
that,
you watch
that
it,
needs
though.
to get fixed.
Why am I associating with you?
Because I know all the other media that you talk about.
We were
Yeah,
giving Anshin a hard time about his
Yeah.
lack of cyberpunk movies that he's watched. We're gonna give you Fallout problems there. At least, like, pop onto YouTube and just say, "I want to see just the cutscenes
No,
of any
listen,
of the Fallout games."
I have never played any Bethesda game, and I'm not gonna start.
I
What
mean,
do you
the
got
play,
against
I
Bethesda?
understand.
They have good stuff.
I don't give a shit about them. Like
Yeah.
like it's an RPG. It's like okay, whatever. I play those with pen and paper now,
Like on
I mean,
and they're
Steam
much
and
funnier.
in
pen and
Skyrim,
paper is the superior way.
see how many hours I have in Skyrim. I have 7 hours in Skyrim.
Yeah, like
Oh,
it's
really?
just
Yeah, that's it.
That's like just a side mission. Shit.
Yeah,
the kind of video games that Matt and I play are like fucking either survival crafters or map games.
No,
yes.
I know, but yeah, no, you can't. Those role-playing storyline games, they're fun, they're cool. Back in the day, it was kind of a real cool concept of wait, we're taking pen and paper and we're putting eyeballs to it, like visual.
Yeah.
It's like what an amazing concept, but then it's like I don't have my freedoms to do.
Then
Yeah,
you're
So I
still
want to do this.
that's why I don't care about
And it's
the
not as
the
fun
games.
without friends. Like I would play
Yeah.
Skyrim if it was 2-player.
True. No,
Yeah.
I mean it's always superior, but if you're in a point where you have no friends, and
I've never had that point. I'm an extrovert.
well, I
Matt's
am
had
too,
that
but
point plenty of times because he's a fucking loser. But
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, well, mine was more of I was married and wasn't into any of that, so I kind of had a lull in any of those kind of activities. So I got my fix through video.
yeah.
well,
When
see,
the
Matt's wife
scheduling and
supports him.
availability, see,
Yeah.
that's always a problem.
Yeah, Matt's wife supports him and also talks so we can hear her through the goddamn microphone during the session.
hmm
Are you kidding? My buddy Brandon, his wife would always like pop in and do check-ins during our Thursday night game.
Yeah.
Zophor, I see Chris is online right now.
Yep.
On stat.
Chris from
Oh.
D&D Saturday morning, first of the month,
And
Yeah,
also
yeah.
and
also
Saturday
Twilight
night.
Imperium, Salvage, and Midgard.
Yep.
Yeah, Christopher. Yes.
Yep. XOXO.
So yeah. No, I mean we got some good groups. It's just some of the people got flaky, and it's like all of a sudden it made it very difficult.
Yeah, a lot of
I-
people had life happen real quick.
Yeah. To be
Whatever.
fair, I don't think we can say that Glenn had got flaky.
Yeah, yeah, that was life issues.
That's
Well, yes.
Are you
That
kidding?
particular one.
I was sharing some Tuscan stuff for them to use for promotional stuff, and I'm like, oh, this has all got Scott in it, and it's breaking my heart.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we
Yeah.
need video stuff for Tuscan. I'm like, I have a lot of video stuff for Tuscan. I have a lot of audio stuff for Tuscan. Oh,
Yep.
here are like hundreds of photos with Scott in them.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we got Evan, who knows what the hell.
Yeah. I mean, his account's definitely been hacked. I mean, I just randomly got a message from him on it's obviously the hacker because he's like, you and Evan are my only friends. And it's because apparently, I think the fake Evan, we'll call him Shadow Evan, started a chat with Eric and me. And I'm just like, Eric, he's hacked.
Eric Forster?
Yeah. And I'm like, here's some screenshots of when he said these things he would never say to me in real life.
Right.
We might be friends. We're not that kind of friends.
Right. Well, and again, I don't know the timing of everything. I kind of think it's her.
I don't think it's her. I think it's just when she kicked him out, she sold all of his shit off, and so his phone and laptop and all that shit ended up in fucking China in some random person's hand, and they're trying to make money off of it. That's just how that happens.
That might be, yeah. So it's just, it's definitely not him. So
Oh yeah, Matt. That's what's going on with Evan, one of the other guys that's often in these games. His
No, I'm
wife,
saying
insane.
Bad breakup.
His wife. Well, she had major mental issues, and many a time I knew that it wasn't. She was just having a mental breakdown. She was having a mental breakdown because he was not engaged with her and engaged with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, are you kidding?
It was
At one
it
point
was
he
a
asked her
control issue.
can she become a friend of mine on Facebook so she knows who's gaming with him? I'm like, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
need be, I will totally say, hey, I'm the one running the game.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
And
gaming
I
with us and not chicks.
yeah, and I think he has a little bit of his own
Oh, he sure does. But
issues. So the two of them together, I had to have been like just total meltdown.
real power couple in the worst kind of way.
Yeah.
Mhm.